keys, testicles, spectacles, wallet and watch. All right. So before I say anything else, I just got to give a shout out to Biker Bits, Mark Victor Biker Bits YouTube channel. I was watching it the other day and he's walking around and he came across this tunnel with all this graffiti on it, and what a bit of the graffiti was like, this guy has drawn like this cock on the wall, like a cock doodle. And it turns out I'm kind of known to do that. You'll find some of these things on my Instagram, just like someone draws a massive cock on the wall, I'll stand next to it and pose by it, right? Just for a laugh. It just seems a very odd thing to me to, you know, it's such an adolescent, childish thing, but I just think it's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, Mark came across this cock doodle and he said, "This one's for you, Billy Four Rocks." I was like, oh man, and it made my day. It really did make my day. So I've got to give a shout out to old Mark Victor. Great channel. I've been following that guy for, geez, 8 years, 7 or 8 years. You know, right back from the early days. And his channel I watch more than anybody else's. I try not to, and it's just his manner of presenting. It's very unpretentious. He doesn't have a YouTube personality, if you know what I mean. You know, where some people are just very kind of loud and you know, overexcited and you know, maybe a tad obnoxious. But with that guy, it's kind of, he's just a bloke, like he says, he's a bloke having a go, and it's very entertaining, and you learn things. And when he cocks it up, he says so, you know, and it's that's how it should be. So yeah, shout out to him. And to be honest, the truth is, because he was one of the first channels that I ever sort of started watching on YouTube when I first discovered YouTube, it was him that influenced me to do my own channel. So I can say without any hesitation that if it wasn't for Biker Bits, there would be no Billy Four Rocks. I can say that without any doubt. And I'll tell you what 2 videos it was that inspired me. The first one was when he was doing a review of his tent, and halfway through the video he thought, oh shit, my bloody jacket's fallen off the back of my bike, and he had to go back and find it. That one, actually there's a few. There's a one where he tested out all this survival food stuff, and like a survival straw down by this lake. I thought it was very entertaining. And another one was where he tested what's called I think it's called a firebox, and it's like this kind of plate metal little stove that you unfold, and you can burn wood in it or whatever for cooking on, like a little handy camping stove. And I had one of those stoves, and I was watching his video and I'm thinking, you know what, I could give this a go. I could do this. So I gave it a shot, and that was, you know, God knows how many years ago that was. And I've been doing it ever since, and enjoying it ever since. That's the most important thing. You have to enjoy it. If you're starting out in YouTube and you think you're going to make some big bucks, then I'm sorry to say you may be disappointed. You have to be very, you know, obviously there are a lot of guys that, you know, are millionaires from it. Good for them. Oh, sweaty helmet cheddar. Can you see all this junk on the front of my screen? I had to tape a note to my screen the other day at work, because there's a guy that uses a van, and I take my number and it's left all this sticky crap on my screen. So I'm gonna have to get a bit of WD-40 should sort that out, shouldn't it? It's a pain in the anus. So the Olight video is up. I'm sure you may have seen it already, along with the vlog that came shortly before it, and it's had some quite good feedback, which is very nice. Thank you very much. And I had a great time doing that video. It was a lot of fun, and that torch is just it's like having the sun in the palm of your hand. It's unbelievable. If you think back to, like, you know, the torch your dad had that he kept in the shed, like a little filament bulb, and, you know, those big chunky bloody A-size batteries, whatever it was they were, and it was barely, you could barely figure out if it was even on. But yeah, great vid. And so yeah, that's up. Go check it out if you haven't already. A real little powerhouse of a flashlight. Amazing technology. Think about it. LEDs, man. I mean, what the hell? LEDs, light emitting diodes. What? Stuff like that just blows my mind. I know it's very commonplace and taken for granted, but honestly, we have got it so good. It's not even funny. We have got it so good. What a time to be alive, man. It must be so frustrating. Like, for example, that guy in the Audi that you saw earlier, chopping in and out of traffic and getting on in a hurry, and then he makes, I don't know, he overtakes what, 4 cars, and then he gets to this and he can't do a thing about it. He is stuck. He's as fast as the guy in front. It must be just so frustrating. And I can only imagine if you're a bike rider and you have to drive into work one day in your car and you get stuck in it, it must drive you up that. I'd rather get out and walk. Is this the guy here? No, that's the BMW. Anyway. Always let Mr. Moped Man go past. There's another biker coming up behind me, so I'm going to just stick in here. See, I'm not about to go that fast in between cars. Not. Yeah, alright, we get it, Billy. You're very slow at filtering. Yeah, I am. What can I tell you? Now, talking of being slow, I'm sure it's the same with a lot of people. The last year and a half being in lockdown, let's just say I haven't kept up with my hardcore fitness regime, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not an old guy, but when I put my socks on in the morning, the noise that comes out of me, it's like, I'm like, what? And I heard myself, even my wife downstairs, you're right up there. Yeah, it's okay, I'm not dying, I'm just putting my socks on. Oh my god. So I need to do I need to regain some of my pre-COVID flexibility. And who does that thing when they're in the shower and they have to turn their hand sideways into like a blade so they can clean underneath their gut? Oh dear, oh dear. What a palaver. But yeah, I mean, it's a while back, a few years ago, I did try and succeeded in going on what's called a keto diet, which is basically no or very little carbohydrates, no rice, bread, pasta, all that sort of stuff. Cut out all sugars, soft drinks. And the amount of weight you can lose even by doing, you know, low to moderate exercise is quite extraordinary. The speed in which your body goes back to its sort of caveman state, where all it used to eat was, you know, things like nuts and berries and meat and leaves. How quickly your body goes, ah, right, this is how it's supposed to be. Thank you very much for not drinking 7-Up or whatever, Coca-Cola and sugary crap. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Your body knows. Your body is so good at being at its optimum state. If you let it, you've got to give it a chance. So I'm not going to go full keto. I'm going to go like, for example, yesterday I had omelette with mushrooms, onions, peppers. Lovely, like 4 egg omelettes are quite big. And the thing is, when you're so used to having carbs, that sensation of being sort of stuffed, you don't get that with like a big protein meal. You just eat it and then you're done, and then your body kind of your body does the rest. So yeah, so I had that yesterday, and today what did I have? Eggs with some grated cheese, some more peppers and mushrooms. So basically the same meal as yesterday, but in a different form, if you like. So today I'm going to have a steak salad. My local cafe does a really nice steak salad, which I've had before anyway, but instead of having a can of Coke after it, I'll have a bottle of water and you know, a little bag of nuts or something like that, instead of a Coke and a Mars bar, like a fat bastard. But you know, so I just need to regain some of my shed a few pounds. I managed to do a plank yesterday. You know that exercise, the plank, which strengthens up your core? I feel like my core has just lost all of its strength because I'm not using it, and the fact I sound like I'm in agony when I'm putting on a pair of socks would suggest to me that my core strength needs to be worked on. So that's what I'm going to do. I did a 2-minute one, which apparently is okay for a man of my age, so that's good, that's promising. Oh, one thing I've got to tell you, whilst I was doing the vlog part of the Marauder video, there was one scene that I did record. It was on the GoPro, and as I was pulling out of a petrol station, this hearse went by, and it had a coffin in the back and everything, and there was a few cars behind it, obviously with family members, you know, off to a burial or a cremation or whatever. And as these things do, they move quite slowly, you know, that's how it's done, right? That's just how it is. They move slowly. And I was stuck behind. I say stuck behind, it didn't bother me. You have to be respectful with these things. And I swear to God, this moron, I could hear him from ages ago. He was on a quad bike, and I don't know what it is about guys who ride quad bikes on the road. They feel the need to be driving like a complete and utter retard. And he had the loudest pipes I think I've probably ever heard on any machine. Oh, just so obnoxious. And he came up behind me, he was behind me, he's revving it and everything like that, and you could tell him looking out into the road, see where there's a space. And the guy, as soon as there was a clear space on the other side of the road, he overtook the hearse at the front and waved his hand in the air like he was angry that they was going so slow, nodded his head. I thought, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was so annoyed. I can't stand things like that. Just obnoxious. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we're so sorry that we're slowing you down whilst this family mourns the death of a loved one. I'm sorry that we're slowing you down by doing that. It's unbelievable, man. No respect. It's just no respect. So obviously I didn't include that in the video because, well, let's just say I was saying things that were not ideal for YouTube. There were many swear words involved, and I think it's totally justified, to be honest, because of his actions. But yeah, I mean, even if that guy wasn't there, I wouldn't have included, you know, a hearse with a coffin in the back. You just don't. To me, I think that would be in bad taste, to be honest. Which is why I tend not to. Just wait for this ambulance to go by. Yeah, which is why I tend not to, when I'm doing YouTube vids, be it vlogs or otherwise, I try not to put my camera in other people's faces and, you know, interrupt their day, because it's just obnoxious, and I can't be dealing with that. You know, this is a thing that I do for fun, and to, you know, to interfere with someone's day by doing what I do for fun, I don't think is right. And, you know, unless they're okay with it, then great. But it's like you see these things on YouTube, like these prank videos, complete innocent members of public being pranked by these YouTubers, and I just want to punch them in the face. Well, what are you doing? Just what, you can't go about your day and just do your thing? Who knows what if that person's had a really shitty day, and then all of a sudden some kid comes up and bloody, I don't know, squirts your face with something, or well, I don't know. There was a story a while back about this YouTuber, and he this was out in the States, and what he would do is he would find homeless people, and he offered this guy, this homeless person, some Oreo cookies, you know, the biscuits with the white cream in the middle, and he'd film himself doing it like he's doing a good deed. Oddly enough, people that do good deeds tend not to film it, but there you go. And what he did, he took all the cream out of the biscuits and he replaced it with toothpaste, and he gave it to this homeless guy, and he filmed it, and he uploaded it, and he got arrested for it. And he should have got the shit beaten out of him, because you don't do that, regardless of what a person's position is in life, whether they're homeless or whatever. Don't do shit like that, you bloody YouTube twats. Like, the guy's having a bad enough day as it is. He's homeless, and you've got to play a prank on him? Really? I wonder if the homeless guy saw the funny side of it. I doubt it very much. But it was actually Casey Neistat, you know, the popular YouTuber guy, great channel, and seems like a really decent human being. It was him that called him out on it, you know, and rightly so. But thankfully, that is a rare thing. That's a rare thing. And most YouTube channels, like mine, are absolutely awesome. He says, blowing his own trumpet. I don't believe I've got through a whole vlogging vid and not mentioned dogging. Oh, well done, Billy. Well done. I might get myself some spandex leggings. World of hat, everybody. See, look, he's got more than one hat. I knew it. I knew he was lying. Oh, look at this lovely Land Rover Defender. These, I really love these, especially in black. If anyone's seen the film, the James Bond film Spectre, they have a black one of those in there, and it's all kitted out, you know, all the gear on it, all the tracks attached to the side of it and all that sort of stuff. Bloody lovely. Now you wouldn't think, like the fact you can actually see the rivet holes, that's the thing that makes it look good in my books. Yeah, they're beautiful looking. I would get one of those, I think, because they're not very show-offy, but they are quite kind of they're very cool without being pretentious, I think. Bloody hell, don't have to move, he's off. Oh, there's a big dead rat in the road. Oh, ponky pinky ponky pinky ponky poo. Hello ladies, how are you today? What's this, KTM? No, Suzuki V-Strom. It fooled me with its pointy headlight. Oh, fucking hell. I thought I was supposed to be fixing this road. Jesus. Luckily, I'm a hardcore dogging enthusiast. Not dogging, sorry, off-roading. Oh, he mentioned dogging, didn't he? He bloody mentioned it. I wonder if Barbara Woodhouse ever went dogging. These questions, and many like it, answered only on Billy Four Rocks. Walkies! Who remembers her? Barbara, was it Barbara Woodhouse? Come on, Billy, why you just get to the front, will you? What's the matter with you? Loads of room. Fit a GS in there. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him. Well, maybe not. Oh, look at that Toyota. Is that a Land Cruiser? The original ones. That was lovely. I think what's his face has got one of those from Top Gear. Hamster, the little fella. Richard Hammond. Yeah, nice chopper. Oh, thanks very much. Oh, come on. You weren't pleased. I said, you have a go at that Prius driver, mate. Not stopping for you. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on. You bloody eco wagon. I must admit, that was the most polite and British road rage I think I've ever seen. Damn you, blast you, pesky driver. I'm surprised he didn't throw a cucumber sandwich at him and then apologise for staining his suit. Right, I think I'll call this one a wrap. I think we are done. Guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for the lovely comments on the previous vlog and Olight vid. I had a great fun doing that one. And I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy. Ciao bella, ciao bella. Oh shit, I nearly killed someone. Ooh, anus. Now I'm sorry, even though that's 10 years old, that is a sexy bike. Wouldn't you say? Made even more sexier by these. Shut up, Billy. Oh God, flies are undone. Oh, we're getting funny looks.